In full disclosure, this is the second time I'm trying to record this video because I had some issues with my audio the last time I tried to record it. But this is the demo for the Parasites. Now, the Parasites is being developed by a single developer, and it is a survival game. Now, with that said, I actually had to look up videos on how to escape a cave at the beginning of this demo. Now, I don't normally look up videos for how to do things in games that I'm showing you for the first time, and when I did, the videos that I found were from a couple of years back, and this game actually had an update to the demo on August 15th. So those videos didn't prove to be helpful. What actually was helpful was going into the controls and then looking at the key bindings and finding out that you have to hold the interact button for certain interactions. This was the only way I was able to figure out how to get out of the cave, and I'll show you that in this video. Even the tutorial that's offered didn't have any help for doing this. So let's jump right into it. There is a slight or light character customization in this game. So we are able to affect the weight of the character, and you can see basically the legs and the chest there are what are affected with that slider, and then the chest slider just makes them even bigger. So why not go all the way to the max? We'll go over to the face, and this is just going to be for the eye color. So we'll go ahead and just choose something that's red. We'll give her red eyes. And then if we go to hair, we have the same RGB options, and we'll pick something right about there. That's going to be the extent of the character customization, and we'll move into the game. Now, this game is rough. You can tell it's a single dev that's working on it, but let's jump into it. So you're in this cave and you start out with a broken leg. So as you can see, we have an issue with our person. So we're going to need to solve that. Now, you start out with basic clothing, as you can see here, and there are bra and panties as well as your overgarments. So the reason for that is this game has full nudity. Now, if something happens where I end up taking damage and I end up breaking a piece of clothing and having nudity in the game, I am going to edit that out somehow. I am recording this live. Now, you can see in the top left-hand corner of the screen, we are to survive 24 hours, and that is clicking down. So we're going to go ahead and hide that for now, and then we'll move up here and start picking up the nicely placed items that we have lying around for us. We have some 9mm, we have a gun, we have a box of matches there, and some cloth. So the first thing the game wants you to do is actually craft a splint. So we'll go into crafting. We're going to go to our backpack, and we're able to craft a splint there with the cloth and the 2 branches that we have. So we'll craft that up. We then have that in our inventory, so we can go to our character and just click here, and that's going to wrap our leg nicely. The animation is for our arm, but that's okay. Now, early on, you don't have a magazine and you don't have anything for your barrel. So we have to pull a single bullet into that slot in order to fill our magazine. That's going to be 3 on the hotbar, and there are a couple of ways that we can actually get into the different luggage cases that are around. We can shoot them and they will open, and we'll take a look at what we have in here. We have duct tape, alcohol, and a bra. So we'll grab all of that. Now, you are able to rip up some of these items, but you should look at what it is before you do it. So the bra that we're wearing now only has 15 out of 15. This one has 35 out of 35. And I believe this one actually has storage. So we'll go ahead and take that off, and we will put this on, and that's actually going to give us a little bit of storage. We're then going to just break this one down. We're going to disassemble it, and that is going to turn into cloth. All right, so we're going to head out of this cave first thing. Actually, we're going to reload our gun first, make sure we have ammo in there. But we're going to head out of this cave, and then we're actually going to come back into this cave. So we're just going to follow this until we see the light there. And this is where I had issues. I had issues getting out. Now you can see the little hand symbol there. I tried crouching to get out. I tried all sorts of stuff, but what you actually have to do is just be in the right place and hold the interact button. Now right now I'm holding the interact button and nothing's happening. I get closer, holding the interact button. So this is a bit of a buggy spot. It can be kind of difficult to get it to actually proc and let you out. Let's just back way away. We'll get closer to it, and there we go. We're actually able to get out now. So after a short animation there, we're going to run right out here. We're going to pick up these 2 branches that are here and this small stone. It's very important to come out and get this small stone because we actually want to go back to crafting and we want to craft the simple stone pickaxe. Now, I don't have any room in my inventory currently for it, so we need to move some stuff around here. And hopefully we can make enough room not to have to drop anything. Let's see how exactly we want to do this so that we can make room. Well, what we'll do is we'll just use this. It's actually supposed to help with your sanity, but we need all this room for it. Actually, we didn't, because that one's going to be equipped right here. If you make a second one, it is actually going to go in your inventory, but that's okay. We'll go back in the cave now. Because what you want to do, the main focus of your gameplay right now is actually getting in those different pieces of luggage. So that pickaxe should be on 4. It is, and we will run back into this cave, back towards the light here, and we're going to break open all of these suitcases. Now this is really loud. When you do this in the overworld, you are going to get attacked. So we've got some cloth and some sneakers out of that. Soda and what was the... Oh, we actually have the ability to customize our character again. Let's go ahead and study that and take a look at what, if anything, that did. It looks like maybe we just use it and that takes us to the character customization screen. No, I don't know how to use it, so we're just going to drop it. We're not going to worry about that. And we'll break into this one. Some of them take more hits than others, as you can see. There we go. And we have a candy bar, we have a journal, and some jeans. Okay. So what we're actually going to do is go to our equipment. We're going to drop our leggings. Then we're going to pick up our jeans, and those will automatically go into our inventory. You can see they have 100 of 100 versus the 14 of 30 that our leggings had. And we can now open this, and it's got a totally separate inventory. So we can take things like this, plop them in there, and I think we'll be good there. So now we have like sneakers, right? And if we click disassemble, she's going to say we need a knife. So let's go back out now that we've opened all that luggage, and we'll get on destroying some bigger rocks to get smaller rocks so that we can make a knife. And there aren't a whole lot of resources that you can just pick up and use in this game. That's what I've noticed the most. You have to break the bigger resources down, like with a pick, in order to get those smaller resources. So if we go up to this, and we do have to crouch for it, we should be able to break this into large rocks like that, which if you press F on, you just pick them up. So we don't want that. We want to actually break them into smaller stones. Okay, just like that, broken into smaller stones. We'll pick those up. We'll go ahead and break this other one. Okay. I can hear a elk or something running around out there. Okay, there's a big stone there. And we'll break this up. That way we've got a decent amount of small stones that we can use. Oh, did we not have room for it? Yeah, we have room for it. Okay, the other stuff that's in this area, there's a small lunchbox that we can interact with, and we can take the items out of there. We're just going to take the soda and the candy bar. The batteries and the other stuff we're just going to leave for now. And then in here, I keep pressing C. When you press C, you get this, but you have to press Alt to duck. So if you see this coming up, it's just because I keep messing up and pressing the wrong button to crouch. So we have a big can of meat there, and I think that's it for this. Now, one thing that I haven't tried is actually trying to break those skeletons. Doesn't look like we're able to break the skeletons. Bones are one of the crafting resources that you need, so... But the only place I've found to get bones is after killing the zombies, so we'll just chill out on that. We're going to go ahead and chop this tree down. Now, I am using the pick to chop it down, but it does work, and I don't know that I'll even craft a axe, to be totally honest with you, or a hatchet. I think I'll just use the pick on the trees, because inventory is a major issue, and if I craft a pick, it's going to be... If I craft a hatchet, it's going to be in my inventory. It's going to take up a ton of space. So it takes a little while to chop a tree down with a pick, but it does work. There we go. We got it chopped down. We have small branches, and then maybe we'll get a large branch out of it. It doesn't look like we're going to get any large branches, which is okay. We don't need them right now. We can actually break this down for a large branch. So if we hit this a few times, we have a split log, and then if we hit it again, then we have large branches. So we can actually pick these up, and we can use them for crafting, I think. So it's not letting me into my inventory, probably because I'm carrying these. Let's just set them right here. And then if we go in our inventory, we go to crafting, and we should have... Let's do this. Let's craft that real quick. And then let's look through here. Let's study that. So that opened up the backpack, and it also opened up the sewing kit as well as rope. And I'm not sure what else we need to study. Doesn't look like we can study anything else right now. Okay. Okay, let's move on. We're going to head up the hill. But before we do that, I'm actually going to see, do I have room? So let's eat this. And we'll go back in here and we'll drink that. So keep that going, because I want to get a torch made before it's dark. So let's move this in here and that in there. We're going to drop that can. We're currently storing our knife in our bra. We can actually break this down now that we have a knife. So that's just going to create more cloth there. Move that there. And that might give us enough room for a torch. So let's go ahead and find the torch in our crafting. There's the torch. We'll create. And there we go. We have enough room for it. So perfect. All right. We are going to move on. And I usually go up because there's some things that we can loot this way. There is no map in this game, so you kind of have to figure out where you're at. At least I haven't been able to figure out a map to this point. So Just head up here. We want to stay away from the elk because it takes a lot of bullets to kill him. Ooh, that sounded like a bear, maybe. I don't see a bear, but that is where we want to head, is towards that plane crash there. We may also run into a zombie up here as well. So we'll be slow and careful and just check our surroundings as we come up. They do kind of sneak up on you, so you got to be careful. In here, you're going to find a toolbox. And let's see, we could pull that over and that over. And we're just going to study them real quick. Then we're going to put them back in here. I think we can actually put that there, bring this over, and study it as well. Nope, only able to drop it. So that's fine. And I don't think you can study the pliers. Those are not real important right off the bat. So we're going to leave that loot there. There should be, there we go. We have another piece of luggage here. This is going to be dangerous breaking this open because it's loud. All right, we got a hoodie and some panties. Okay, so those are better than what we're wearing, I think. Yeah, 35 versus 15. We're going to go ahead and take those off, put those on, and then we will disassemble those for more cloth. Now, at some point, we do need to find a zombie because we need its bones in order to make a backpack. And there's these kind of littered all over the place that you can find. They'll have different things to pick up off of them. Food and cloth, matches, different stuff. So, okay, we need to look over the edge, kind of get our bearings here. So we have the road down there and the train track. Okay. Let's look off this way. Just water there. Now, there are some invisible walls that you might run into in this game as well. Areas that just aren't developed yet, or maybe you have to progress a certain amount to be able to get to them. I haven't been able to figure it out, but I have hit invisible barriers before. Okay, we need that cloth. Nice. Actually, I may be able to break this for some bones. I'm not 100% sure. Let's try it. Just see what happens. So it looks like just arms, legs, head, and some branches. So we're definitely not getting any bones out of that. Maybe if we break the severed arm. Yeah, nothing going on there. Okay, so we're gonna leave it. Let's head up this direction. I just want to see what's over the ridge here. Okay, so there's a road and actually a tunnel that goes underneath there. I'm stuck on that. Okay. And this game, I would say, has a pretty steep learning curve. Just getting used to the mechanics of what all you're doing. There's a rabbit. I shot a rabbit with the gun. Shot it right in the head, and it just kind of looked at me and took off. So I haven't spent any time really trying to kill things other than the things that attack me in this game. I'm going to try to not break my leg here as we go down. Should be good. All right, there we go. Now, we definitely want to check out cars when we see them. Like this one here, we're going to go ahead and check out if we can. Doesn't look like there's anything there. And you can see the screen got super fuzzy. And that's because we're in an area that has radiation. So if we run a bit away, you can see the radiation kind of goes away. There's some foxes there. Ooh, and we're getting attacked. Okay, great. I can't move. Let me move. Jeez. She is so fast. The females are wicked fast. We're going to end up dying before we even get a hit off. There it is. We have died. And that's basically the loop. Now, some of the zombies that you run into are much slower than that, but they are all super deadly. So we'll see if we can get back in here. Sometimes the game freezes up on me there. It looks like you actually have to click the red words to get started again. But basically, you just start over again right back in the cave. At least your leg's not broken and you have all those resources again when you start over. And I believe your timer starts over again. So let's see if we could pull that up. It does start over again. You do not have a broken leg, but you have lost all the equipment that you had before. So you basically have to start all over again and do everything a second time. So, you know, like there's going to be the same branches here, the same rock, the gun and the bullets, all that stuff is going to be here again. And you just kind of start back over. So real quick, I'm just going to run out and show you guys some of the other areas that are around without doing everything that I should. But I do kind of want to show you some of the other stuff that's there. And we've got issues trying to get back out this way. So let's back up. Let's go back up to it and hold F. There we go. This time it's going to let us out. And we're actually going to crash right there. So I'm not even going to show it to you. You guys can see it's pretty rough. I think it's got some potential, but it's going to need a lot of work. And I don't know how long that's going to take. It doesn't say when it initially launched. It just says that it was updated as of 8:15 when I looked on their Discord. But I'll keep an eye on it. If it gets really amazing, I'll do another video on it. But basically, I played it so that you don't have to. You guys, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this game? I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.